Hi guys, Angie Bell with My Fairy Treasures. Okay guys, I am back. I wanted to show you guys, I wanted to share, this is a journal page I just did. It's kind of similar to the one I did in my, the last one I did in my art/junk journal. Except for I used different color papers this time. Different color, my jelly prints. I used the brighter colors instead of like the browns and the turquoises and all the neutrals. I used a lot of my colorful pieces. So I want to do this again. I kind of feel like it turned out a little on the dark side. So I want to do some things to lighten it up a little bit. Also, my ladies here, my goddesses, I want to use different ones because I think I drew about 4 or 5 of them. I want to use some different ones of those. One I want to etch out in the black to bring her out. And then one I want to etch out in white on this page. So I want to change it up that way. I want to make it lighter. So, yeah, that's what I want to do. Also, these goddesses, I had some people, they saw them as different things. One lady said, I see her as like a lady with their hands in her pocket. And somebody said, so these goddesses, they don't have to be goddesses. They can be whatever you want them to be. They could be angels. They could just be women. They could... Whatever is for you is what you can take from them. Okay, so let's get started. Oh, and I want to say one thing else. The thing that did make this finally work for me when I thought it was kind of too dark was all the, isn't this cool? All this gold leafing. Isn't that gorgeous? What it is by Creative Concepts. It's gilded. Leaf metal, it's 5x5 sheets. You get total of 25 sheets. I got this at Hobby Lobby in the craft section. It's $8, but use a coupon, so you spend like $4. But you get 25 sheets of it, so it's pretty cool. So we will use that also. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm working in my altered book today. This book is an altered sketchbook. So that's what this looks like. It's an altered sketchbook. A lot of times I alter regular books with print in them. But I had these sketchbooks sitting around here that I'm not sketching in. So I thought, you know what, let me turn these into art journals. And I always glue 2 pages together, sometimes 3, but usually 2 pages together so we have a nice surface to work on. Just a second, I'm using my clamp to clamp this so that it stays a little flatter. And I've glued 2 pages together already on this side. And this side already has 2 pages glued because that's the other side of what we just looked at. Okay, so let's get started. My wax paper in here. Let me show you something. These are what I'm using. I'm using these my jelly prints, which I've been using lately for my backgrounds, and I'm loving it. So I'm using this. These are all the colorful jelly prints. Some of the stuff I've already used. That's why you'll see bits and pieces. We're also going to use these butterflies. These were Dollar Tree decals, and I made a couple of sheets with these butterflies, and I made a bunch of copies. So I always have these butterflies at my disposal now, so I don't ever have to worry about running out. This is more jelly prints. So this is the kind of stuff we're going to use. Okay. A lot of this I've been using, so that's why it's kind of torn up, but I'm excited. Okay, so let's go with this one first. And I'm going to be doing another jelly print session here pretty soon, or sessions. I have some more techniques that I learned, and I want to share those with you guys that I haven't shown you yet. And then I want to do some jelly printing in my art/junk journal. And I want to use this, a jelly plate inside of my junk journal/art journal. See, it's like this. You can take like ink, like any type of ink, and you can put little designs on the ink and then apply that onto your surface. You can do all kinds of cool stuff. When I made my jelly plate, I made them in cake pans. They're like 9.5 by 11. Well, I made 2 of them and I never used the second one. So I just cut out this little rectangle so I can have this as a, almost like a stamp when I write on it. And if you don't want to have to make it, Jane Davenport has one that looks like that. That's that size. I'm trying to think if somebody else does too. Jane Davenport does. And I think Dilutions does too. If you want to know how to make a, let me get my brush out. Here it is. If you want to know how to make your own jelly plate, the Frugal Crafter, that's where I got my recipe from. And I followed her recipe that didn't include the rubbing alcohol. So, if you're interested and want to make your own, it's very easy. And I ended up spending $15 on all the ingredients. So I made 2 jelly plates for 15 bucks. And this was 5 or 6 years ago. And what's cool is the glycerin is a natural preservative. So that's what prevents your jelly plate from molding. The alcohol is supposed to also, but you already have the glycerin, so I don't know what the use of the alcohol in it is too. And I think that the glycerin for the jelly plate's a better preservative. So anyway. All right, so now we're going to do this piece here. Look how gorgeous that is. Isn't that so pretty? I am obsessed with the jelly plate papers that I've made. I mean, it's just so cool. You're making your own paper to use in your backgrounds for your art journaling. It's just, there's nothing like it. I just absolutely love it. It gives all your backgrounds such depth. And it automatically gives you an automatic background. If you wanted to do nothing else after you laid this down, you wouldn't have to. You could start by getting your focal point on here. It's really, really cool. Love it. I always tear off the edges where there's no print at. That's what I'm doing. Alright, let's put this piece right in here. Is there glue down here? Okay. Now, when I'm done with this, okay, I'm using my homemade Mod Podge, and how I make that is I take Elmer's glue. You can make it like at a cup at a time. I make it in this tub. And I put the Elmer's glue, add a little water so it just lightens it up a little bit. You don't want soup, you just want to lighten it up a little bit. So it's easier to, it flows easier. Then I take this clear acrylic matte coating and I put about, 10 squirts in there and then mix that all up. It makes it turn more like a matte Mod Podge or a matte medium. I also, though, like if I want to work over this and I don't want to have to put white gesso over this, like a light layer of white gesso, so you can still see through it if I did the white gesso thing. You could spray this over also just to give a little bit more of a matte surface so it can be even more paintable. Which, before I come back on, after I'm done doing this, I will spray this matte coating on here. Because we're going to do more stuff on top of this. So, but not too much stuff on top of this. I mean, there's already such cool textures and layers and color. Which is why I think I got too dark last time. I think I just did too much on top of the collage bits that I did last time. But in the end, I ended up liking it. So, but I want to stay a little brighter this time. I wanted to stay brighter last time too, but it didn't work. Okay. Let's keep going here. Okay. There we go. I mean, look how quickly we're building these pages up with these with these beautiful, here, look at this, how gorgeous that is. This is on deli paper. And I got my deli paper at Sam's Club. And it says dry wax paper, and it says like a box of 500. It's by Members Mark, which is their own brand. It'll say food service on it, and it doesn't say deli paper except for on the side. But on the top, when you're looking for it, you'll pass right by it because it says heavyweight premium dry wax papers. So that's what you're looking for. It does say deli paper, but not anywhere where you can see it. So you'll keep passing it up. That's what I did. And I'm like, everybody told me to come here and get the deli paper. So anyway. I actually have a lot of that deli paper because I had bought some the last time I was doing a lot of, a few years ago when I was doing a lot of jelly printing. And then I misplaced it. So someday I'm going to find it. I'm going to have just loads of deli paper. All right. Oh, I don't want to lift that much. All right. There we go. Let's check the camera. Where is my mirror? There it is. Make sure you guys are still there. Yeah, because this is the second time making this video. I didn't get very far the first time, but this is the second time because my camera just turned off and it said that I was out of juice. I thought I had started with a full juiced up camera. Maybe I was mistaken. Well, obviously I was. Okay. I hate that you're all set up to make your video and then you have no juice in your camera. It's just like, oh! Especially when you think you do. That could really perturb you. Okay. Let's put this down here at the bottom. And you guys see the edges right here where I didn't put any paper. We'll fill that in with color. And I think I want to use my gelatos. I'm going to fill it in with gelatos when we come back. And the reason I say that is because I don't use my gelatos enough. I found a bunch of them and I put them all together in a cigar box so that I'll start using them. So. Okay, there we go. I try to look around my craft room and my drawers and my little carts, my little roll around carts, because I have 3 of them, and kind of look in there and see supplies that I haven't used for a while, and kind of rotate and bring out supplies that you haven't used. It changes your work. It makes you use your stuff. You bought all this, you should be using it. So. And different products make, you know, it'll totally change your art because all products work differently, you know, different colors, different way of using them. So, and just as important, it'll make you use your stiff. I hear people complain about that all the time that they're not using their stuff. Well, start rotating stuff out, you know. Go through your roller carts, go through your drawers, start pulling things, and bringing new stuff out. Like every time you get ready to do a project, pull out just 1 or 2 new things. Okay. Oh, this is just beautiful. I am loving this. Let me see, make sure what you guys are seeing. Isn't this gorgeous? I mean, look how beautiful this is. This is like, I mean, no effort, you know? Let's throw this down. This big old piece. You know what I want to throw down? This is on a roll. I just pulled this. This was regularly $5. I got it for $1.24 at Hobby Lobby when they do their clearance. Look how cool this is. It's a roll of a map. Isn't that gorgeous? We're going to use some of that here. Rip it a little bit. We'll use this like right here on the side. Use it like right here. There we go. Very cool. I seen that and I was like, I need to use that. I just had it in my stash and I hadn't been using it. And I was like, okay, I need to use that. Okay. And, ooh, let's see some of this. Well, maybe not. Well, I don't know. Just a second. We'll use this. Look how cool that is. You know what I love is I love the feeling of the paper once you've jelly printed. It's the acrylic mixed with the paper. It just makes it thicker and like, oh, just yummy. I love it. Love it. Okay, there we go. Except for getting quiet there for a second, I was like, why is that not going down? I thought there was plenty of stuff down there. Plenty of glue. We'll put that little piece right there. Okay, we need to put a little piece in through here. You know, I'm going to put some right there. That's just too much yellow right there. There we go. I like that better. That was just too much yellow. I like some of it, but not that much. That was a little obnoxious. Some people are probably like, girl, your whole thing's obnoxious. What are you talking about? I know. Okay, so now we are done with the jelly prints. We're going to do some napkins. And now this is where I want to be careful because this is where I got myself in trouble last time, where I got myself a little dark. Anyway, this napkin right here is gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful? It's a little piece of it. It has a bunch of butterflies on it. Absolutely love this. And what I want to do too is I want to like not get too crazy with adding too much stuff. Because like I said, we already have so much going on. So much. It's already beautiful. Because of, you know, all the design in the jelly print papers. So, but I do, you know, I do want to overdo a little bit, like I always do. Just want to pull back a little bit. Yeah, if you're a person that doesn't like to like overdo your art, you won't like mine. Because I definitely like to overdo it a little bit. Okay, a lot. All right, so we're putting those butterflies right there, those napkins. I'm so sad. I'm almost out of these. I need to make a color copy of the napkin. So once I'm done, at least I have it on paper. And I can always have these butterflies because I absolutely love them. But I love them as napkins because, of course, you can see through it, which is why we all love napkins. It's great layering because you can always see you can see images below. Okay. You know what I want to put in here? No, I don't want that. Let's do some more butterflies. So let's do some more of these butterfly napkins. Okay. What I'm doing is I'm taking a paintbrush with water, and I'm going around where I want to, like, kind of using it as like a perforated edge, so that once you wet the napkin, you can just easily peel off everything, and you can peel off what you want to peel off, so you're in a little bit more control. Like right now, see, I put the water with my paintbrush right there. So now I can just pull it apart right there real easy. See? And then you don't end up pulling off stuff that you don't want pulled off. How many times does that happen where you're like, oh man, I don't want to pull that off. Well, now you can really just get the exact part of the napkin that you want with a little wet paintbrush. Little trick if you've never seen that before. I know once I learned it, I was like, oh yes. I was like, yes, ma'am. I like when people say that. Yes, ma'am. Okay. I always hear a lot of Southern YouTubers do say that. It cracks me up. Yes, ma'am. Okay, let's just take that little bit of napkin off of that edge there. I don't want to waste it, so let's just put it back down. There we go. I mean, I could have just thrown that away. That wasn't necessary, but I like all those little butterflies. Okay, I'm going to take another napkin. This napkin is gorgeous. I've reused it once before, and I'm going to etch out those little purple flowers. So we got those purple flowers right there. So let's just tear off the edges a little bit. There we go. All right, where else do I want to put this at? We'll put that right there. Okay, I'm going to do that again on the other side. Some people are like, girl, I thought you said you weren't going to go too crazy. For me, this is not going too crazy. Some people are like, girl, too late. Okay. I know what I'm doing. Kind of. Okay. I could add tons more napkins, but I'm not going to. I am going to stop there with the napkins because I think that's enough to add just a little bit more interest, to get a little bit more crazy. And then I have these butterflies. Let me see my time situation. Okay, in about 5 minutes, my I'm taping on my phone. It'll be turning off, but we'll be finished in 5 minutes for this next part here, for part 1. Let's put some butterflies in. So what I did is, these were wall decals. There was probably a good 15, 16 butterflies on the front and on the back of these wall decals that I got from Dollar Tree. They're stickers, right? So I took them and I put them all on pieces of, not just paper, cardstock. And then, so I had to do 3 sheets to get all the butterflies on. And then I went to my print store, or you just do it at home, but I did it at the print store, and I made copies. So now I always have these butterflies because I use them all the time, and I was afraid pretty soon I was going to be out of these butterflies. So I'm like, Angela, just do that, then I don't have to worry about it. I do have to cut them out, you know, but I think that's a small price to pay to always have these butterflies. Don't you? Okay, and we got one more butterfly to do. We'll probably put that down here. Yeah, I think. Yeah, down into here. Is this good enough? Second, I gotta make sure this got enough glue on it. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. So what we need to do is we're done with this little session. We need to let this dry. Then when we come back, we will do some other things. Let me see my time situation. Okay, we will, just real quick, we will do some marks. We'll do some mark making. We'll do some color on the edges. Wherever I have the white space, we'll color those edges up. We'll do our focal points. And finish it up. It'll probably be 2 more videos to finish it up. But this is gorgeous. I think this looks so pretty. And I'm loving this already because I didn't get too dark. At this point, I've already gotten a little too dark. I know what else I did to get too dark is I love to take my script stamp with black and I put that on here. And then on top of that, I use black to etch out my goddesses. So I'm not going to use my script stamp on this, for one. I will do white splatters, which is fairy dust. We'll do one goddess etched out in black and one goddess etched out in white. So, and I want to see it in white because I never do them etch her out in white. So, okay, you guys, that's it for now. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you can give this video a thumbs up, that'd be great. Any comments or questions, leave them below. Come visit me on Facebook and Instagram. And I'll talk to you guys in part 2. Bye.